Operation Maelstrom. Right, guys.
Hello out there and welcome to another episode of Greetings from Derbyland, the only online internet web series that does not have a cameo by Stan Lee. Excelsior! I'm the New Jersey Knight.
I'm KVD.
And we're here to talk about the Thor hammer-wielding Captain America shielding events that are taking place in our little section of the map of Derbyland. And speaking of our little section of the map of Derbyland, we did some derby stuff over the past couple of weeks. You may have seen our championship finals.
Mm-hmm.
So we already covered the awesome bout that was the championship final game, but we also had some other things that we did. What did you do, sir?
Well, I guess to start off the last couple weeks of Derby, I got called at the last minute to go down to River City. They were taking on Free State Roller Derby. Awesome bout. They needed an announcer. You were unavailable because of champs. Should have been, but it was for the one and only Country Jam, the one we've talked about all year on this show. I couldn't tell her no. She's the reason we have this. So I went down, called by myself for the first time, technically ever. Even considering those first couple of bouts, you still had a couple quips and things to say, and I literally had to carry the whole thing by myself for the first time. It was kind of fun, kind of interesting, not something I want to do all the time. And we're going to do a little bit about coverage on that here soon, as well as some fun interviewing and fanciness. We also did something else just this last weekend.
Yes, this guy's birthday. It's a murder mystery. We're going to tell you all about it. I wrote some notes down. The scores and finals of all four scrimmages. Therefore, the who did it, the where, with what, the reason, and hopefully the person who was killed. This guy right here. Hopefully, I'm holding out hope, So, we'll talk about that, and also we got some shout-outs to do, so let's get to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess we'll go ahead and start with, this is River City Rollergirls versus Free State Roller Derby. We're starting with some bout footage right now. And we have Country Jam, number 42 right there, wearing the star for RCR, and she's going up against Valcoholic Rage from Free State.
That was the one that you told me about that didn't make it to SMRDer Mystery.
Yeah, right. Okay. Very similar in stature and skill to our good friend, the Mighty Isis.
We'll get to it.
Oh, yeah. Here you see Country doing what Country does best. Lead jammer, grand slam, and grand... Oh, no.
Oh.
Good hit there from Val. Star pass from Val. Gets through, calls off the jam. Alright, once again, Country Jam. Not surprised, she jams a lot. Going up against General Chaos. Country taking lead jam right there. And just like a bat out of hell, immediately through. I'm actually pretty sure I said that in the commentary on this. Oh, look, there's one. Friends of ours formerly from 540. This right here. That doesn't happen often, that you force Country to have to call off the jam because you cornered her, you corralled the goat, as they call it.
Okay.
Yes.
The greatest of all time? Is that the goat?
Yes.
Ah.
Okay, so here we have Dread Alert wearing the star for Free State, and that's Audacity wearing the star for RCR. And right here in a second, you're going to see a nice hit from Blackskin Ninja, who gets sent to the penalty box.
She knew it too. She was like, okay.
She's fine with it. Dread Alert taking the lead jammer there. This is one of the rare jams this night that Audacity had trouble not knocking Free State's blocking core here, but Audacity had a hell of a bout. It wasn't just Country putting up those points, but here's, look at that. Good sure on her skates, breaks through, finally establishes that she's gone through now on her scoring drive. And that, my friends, is going to do it for the bout footage that we have. I didn't actually have a camera person there. I mean, I had Drew there. It's not knocking Drew. It's just very simply, that's not the reason he was there. I asked him to come just to hang out and to film the interviews. He happened to film a couple clips. That's why I went ahead and used those three. Speaking of interviews, First, want to mention, River City wins this bout 145 to Free State 117. And that is not, for those of you who follow on Facebook, which if you're not, what's wrong with you? Seriously though. But I posted up what the halftime score was. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head, but it was a very clear Free State victory. They'd gone back and forth with Free State mostly controlling in the first half. And then the first two jams of the second half, River City took it back. And it went back and forth until about the last four jams, at which point River City established, took it, and held it.
Ran away with it?
Yeah.
Well, wish I could have been there.
It was
always like watching Derby in our state.
Yeah, and it was, especially when it's friends.
Yes.
It's even better. But mentioning the interviews, we were trying something brand new. Which we've been doing all season long. We've been upgrading equipment. We've been buying new things, new lights, so that you can see us better for worse.
Why would you want to do that? I don't want to see me in the mirror.
That's true. And better mics, so you can hear us better and hear the interviews better. Well, we recently upgraded our mics and to a field recorder, and we were testing it out live fire for the first time at this bout. And, well, we didn't get the audio. It happens.
It does. It didn't turn out well. Didn't land on the side of the coin that we wanted.
Right.
But
we're going to show it anyway, thanks to Pez, one of the team members, the crew with Operation Maelstrom.
The crew with the little Deutsch marks up top.
I couldn't put those in on our website, but they're absolutely implied.
Mm.
Pez was able to clean up the audio somewhat so that you can kind of hear this. The interviews were really good. They were fun. Got to interview some, specifically one person that we've been waiting all year to interview,
right.
And I was very happy about being the one that got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go ahead and put them in.
All right.
But so that you can hear them.
Okay.
Go ahead and grab your earbuds.
I don't want to.
No, please. You want to hear this interview.
I do, but I don't want my earbuds in.
Come on. Just.
I don't want to not be able to hear with you around me because you might.
Ted, just.
It's not my name. It's Steve.
All right. So you got them in.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. You don't need it.
Okay.
That doesn't work here.
Okay.
Because now I'm going to take you to the weather.
All right, I'm here at the site of, we had River City versus Free State. I know I'm not normally the one doing this Tuesday, New Jersey night, but I'm the one here tonight. I'm KBD, and I'm here with General Chaos from Free State. She's going to be your MVP jammer for the evening. Now, please tell us, the first question we always ask for anybody who hasn't been on our program before, what is the secret portion of your River name and number?
So it's figure out your Derby name. It's something that you can't have names that are the same color. So I wanted something that my name is also general code. And then chaos because when I was younger and I was not a hedgehog, so I would always say chaos like CHAOS, and I was like, what is that? So I felt good. So, that's a little, like a personal thing for me, and then figured playing with the words and what works best today. And yeah, the two was because, so figured he was everything, like, stars. And all the other stars were taken, so 4 stars and 5 stars.
I like it. Yeah. The next question is going to be, what did you do differently today that made you more effective jammer?
That's a really good question. The blockers were really good. So it was just trying to keep pushing through and focusing on the other side of the ball.
Fair enough. It's definitely a fantastic bout to watch. I've got one more question before we're done here. It's a really fun one. This one is for you, MJ. Who would be better between Superman and Batman?
Oh gosh. Well, we'll find out in the movie, right?
That's the best answer we've had all season. General Chaos, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm here with your MVP blocker for Free State, Alcoholic Rage. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm really good. How are you feeling, by the way?
A little tired. Calmed out, but
Definitely. So you've been on the program before. I want to ask everybody the first time that they're on, what is the secret origin of your Derby name and number?
Okay, so my Derby name is Alcoholic Rage, and I play on Alcoholic Rage. My my real name is Valerie, so that's where the Val Alcoholic came from. And my number is 18, and that's the 18th Amendment, another play on alcoholic.
I dig it. I definitely dig it. Nice. What made you a more effective blocker tonight that helped you get MVP?
Really my teammates. I mean, you can be a great blocker, but if you're out there all by yourself, you're not going to be effective at all. And I think we do a really good job of staying together, and that's where we get our power from. We're together.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So, I told you, we're very perfect.
Yeah.
Who would win in a fight? Superman or Batman?
Batman.
Okay. All right. I'll take it. That's
Okay.
fine. That's a good answer, sweetheart. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for doing
Alcoholic
this.
Rage one more time. Your MVP blocker for free state. All right, now I'm here joined by your MVP blocker for River City. This is the one and only Tornado. Tornado, how you doing?
I'm grand. Tired, but grand.
Makes sense. A lot of blocking out there today.
Yes, sir.
So, quick question for you. You've never been on the show before, so we're going to ask, what's the secret origin of your dirty name and number?
Well, I'm a nerd, and so along with that comes Thor. I love Marvel, and I also love sword chaser, obsessed with tornadoes, and so that's my name. My favorite together, tornado, and the EF5 is the most expensive tornado that we're on, so I think that's it. Thanks.
That's all I know. That's great. So, what makes you more effective as a blocker tonight? You got MVP. So,
Definitely the teamwork, my team being there and anchoring and being more effective. Really doing edging,
covered actually RCR a couple times this season when obviously and when visiting out for 540. Yeah, every time I see the league, it's leaps and bounds. One more question, one good fun one. Who would win in a fight, Superman or Batman?
Definitely Superman. Batman's not a real superhero. You guys just
I hope that Drew's laugh behind the camera was caught on that. Oh, great, that's funny. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now I'm joined by your MVP jammer for River City. This is Country Jam. That's right, the Country Jam that we've been talking about all season on Greatest from Derbyland. The one that got me into roller derby, that got Matt into roller derby, that got Drew behind the camera into roller derby. It's all her fault, for better or for worse. She's the MVP jammer. I've been looking forward to interviewing her. I'm sure. So you got your MVP jammer tonight, but before we go into why, what's the secret origin of your dirty name and number? And keep in mind, this is a family program.
Well, I grew up on a farm, so I knew that I wanted to fly like this. But the spelling is I can lay out a sheet of paper on the fact that I can live my day-to-day life, forgetting every day coming to the same sense of
So what about the number 42 for those who don't know?
Well, originally it was 4 years old, so I thought that was a clever play on it. And then the woman was changed, and I got this from her.
That's fine. So it's all things.
Exactly. Anyway,
Exactly. So what made you a more effective jammer tonight? How did you what did you do?
the stronger they become, the more work I have to put into it, and the better they are. So, practice, all their dedication is doing what gets each of us to where we are. I'll end it here with that.
Fantastic. We're going to do one fun one. We always do for the third question. Again, we're going to UAJ. Who's better, Superman or Batman?
Superman.
Well, Country Jam, ladies and gentlemen, your MVP jammer for River City.
Thank you.
That was a fancy bit of weather.
How did I get there?
I don't know. Things are weird here in Night Vale.
We're on the Derbyland set. We're not in Night Vale, right?
We're all in Night Vale.
Oh. Where are we allowed to not go?
The dog park.
Never go to the dog park.
By the way, I'm going to make a side note here for any fans who may have gotten any of these references. I finally had a setup that I've been wanting for a while. This was fantastic. We were told at the next thing that we're going to talk about here, which is the SMRDer mystery, that at one point in time we had to get everybody out of the locker rooms. I'm so glad I got to say you were not allowed in the locker rooms. Humans are not allowed in the locker rooms. Dogs are not allowed in the locker rooms. And do not make eye contact with the faceless hooded figures in the locker rooms. It was awesome. I'm sure that popped. I know it popped a couple of the fans.
I'm sure it did, but
If it hasn't, get on Night Vale. It's fantastic.
it's a good time.
It's one of the rare times we're going to toss to somebody else's product because it's really just that good.
Mm-hmm.
Back, though, to the SMRDer mystery.
SMRDer mystery. On this guy's birthday, November 14th, we commentated, announced all of them.
Yes, all 4 half-hour scrimmages.
Right. And all 4 of them had a specific theme to it. First one was the Who. It was the Showboat versus the Biased Official. And the Showboat takes it 221 to 74. Couple All-Stars in this game. Carbon Kelly, 4 lead jam status. Princess Leia, 2 lead jam status. Walt Hitman, 3. And that was about it for multiple lead jam status. So the Who is the Showboat.
Yes.
All right. Now we're going to go, what killed the Showboat? The skate tool or the smelly gear? And
my money's on the smelly gear just because, let's be honest, you could stab somebody with a skate tool, but
the smelly gear is one of those like biological things that could kill you over the course of several days. Like one of those horrible like Cold War poisonings.
pretty much.
Yeah. Well, it didn't win.
Oh, well.
The skate tool 187, the smelly gear 34. How do you say that name again right there?
The Mighty Isis.
I can't do it that well, but she got 4 lead jam status in this. Robo Chop got 2, and Crash Bandicoot 2. So that brings us to the where. Where did the murder happen? Was it in the penalty box or the after party? And this was actually the closest scrimmage of the day. Penalty box 78, the after party 55. So the where was the penalty box.
I do want to mention that the after party spent most of their time in the penalty box.
And the penalty box
during
did
this.
it, right.
It was just funny.
Right. Also want to say the second scrimmage, a very rare Xena the Badass sighting. And she...
Fantastic job, Xena.
Yeah, she did what Xena do. But back to this one. Pixie Pistol with 3 lead jam status. Concealed Carry with 3. On the other side, Carbon Kelly with 2. Walt Hitman with 3. And now, the why. Why did this murder happen?
I don't know.
Why did it happen? Why did it happen? One side, she stole my derby wife. Other side, she looks better in her booty shorts. And it looks like Booty Shorts takes it, 135 to 31. How do you say that name again?
The Mighty Isis.
3 lead jam status. Carbon Kelly 4. Gene Rottenberry, one of my favorite names.
Yes.
2.
Also one of our favorite people.
Yes.
Love her.
Awesome. She is going to be at the December 5th bout, which we will get to in a minute. And Slam Greer. Completely, first of all, love the name. I wanted Hacky Brown, but that's just me. Slam Greer is still pretty good too.
And she was.
Yes. 6 lead jam status in this scrimmage alone. I'll talk to her for a little bit. She is a DC All-Star.
Really?
And she...
Which team? Well, I guess All-Star because you know which one.
No. She took some time off and she wanted to get her skating legs back. So what a perfect time to do it. And
yeah.
So, yeah.
In the advanced game.
In the advanced game,
which she showed.
Absolutely. But so, the SMRDer mystery happened to be the Showboat died with the skate tool in the penalty box because she looks better in her booty shorts.
Yes.
Now,
we didn't actually figure out who was killed.
I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to wish any ill will on this, but I really hope it's someone that I don't know, and I hope it's someone that is with little pain as possible. And just, I just hope we find this out in the next couple of days.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Don't like a murder just going for a while. If you're going to do it, get it over with.
Just go, unless it's the smelly gear that it's going to take. But do you think we have built up an immunity?
Mostly. I don't think you can be immune. We
No.
were actually talking about it at the after party. There's a couple girls, I forget who it was, who said she was driving away from practice the week before, and she stunk herself out of her own car with her own gear. It happens. Yeah, just a hell of a day. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, yeah.
Didn't really know what we were getting ourselves into when we walked in, because I guess we just didn't quite grasp what they were doing. But once it started going, called several scrimmages. I've been to even more. I had a lot of fun. I actually had kind of the most fun at this one.
It was a cool little idea. I would like to see it expanded next time.
Yeah, it wasn't just JLA versus the Avengers.
It was just fine.
Which is
And
awesome.
they're really, really fun names, but this kind of had an overall theme and a story, and it was a lot of fun.
People were even doing brackets.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Next time they do, hopefully they'll do it again.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be there because it was a lot of fun. And for the second year in a row, I had multiple roller derby girls sing happy birthday to me.
Yes.
Only
this everywhere.
Only this time, they didn't have to pay that copyright law.
That's true.
Because it's finally free. So we're going to do a couple shout outs real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Literally the day after, in fact, that day, 540 Roller Girls went down to Gate City, and by their own words, got it pretty bad.
Okay.
But they knew. They just went for the experience. They went for Derby. Several of them had to, some of them stayed over. Several of them were like, no, we have to make it back. Why? Because they had Virginia All-Star tryouts the next morning.
Yes. How did that go?
Well, we had several from New River Valley Roller Girls, several from Star City, several from Dominion. One from DC Roller Girls, Spank Aaron, and I was like,
the name is awesome.
It is awesome. But the first part of that is DC Roller Girls, Washington, D.C. is not in the state of Virginia. And then I come to find out it's not who you play for, it's where you live.
Oh.
So Blair Knuckles could have tried out for Virginia. I just realized that right now.
That kills.
Yeah.
I love ducks.
Yeah. But then the ones that we have some stake in the game, Ramsey McDirkbag from Rocktown Rollers making the roster, and a couple of jammers that I think we know. I think we know a little bit about. I think we know Miscalculation and Mosh Pit Mama.
I think I've heard of those.
I think I've heard of them. They play on a team that is fairly close to this set.
That's a good way of putting it. Actually, I like it. Yeah. So great job to everybody that made it. Not to be a jerk, but really great job to these three as well, because we know them. We know them, and
also
skin in the game.
And also, great story about Mosh Pit Mama. First bout, hurts her ankle, couldn't play for several. Ends the year, All-Star.
Yeah. So this year was her story.
Her story.
Last year was T.I.'s.
Miscalculation.
Nice. T.I., I think we may have mentioned it on another episode. I don't know if we did. She started out 2 seasons ago not wanting to jam, and at the last bout of the year, actually, yeah, it was a way bout. It was the last one of the year. She got MVP for the first time. Clearly this year we've talked about her quite a bit. She's doing great. So awesome, cool. Yes. I wonder whose story will be next season.
I don't know,
because this is it. That's the end of 540's season.
Yeah, no.
Not the end of ours though.
Nope.
God no.
We have one more appearance in this calendar year. That will be December 5th up in Nova.
Yeah, so it'll be Nova Roller Derby versus the DC Roller Girls Capital Offenders.
It's the Supernovas versus the Capital Offenders.
I love it.
I know, it's
awesome.
fantastic. Yeah.
Great names across the board.
Oh yeah.
We're going to be there. We'll be not only doing commentary, announcing, we will also be doing bout footage and interviews.
A real interviewer will finally take his throne again.
We'll see. That's assuming we use the interviews. That's there. Doesn't matter. There's something that may be tied to that. That as of this taping, we don't have an
We
official
can't
answer.
really officially confirm it, but we might. Let's just put it like this: we might be there really early in the day.
Yeah. Trust me, when we find out,
Mhm.
you will know
You will find out.
immediately. We will not hesitate to tell
Once
you
we
how
find
epic
out,
this is.
you will find out.
Yeah, but we're working on something really cool. Now, that's in the evening Saturday
Mhm.
on the 5th.
Mhm.
I love you, Tornado, and I love you, Country Jam.
I love you too, also, but
All of you.
I
River
also
City.
really love sleep.
Yes.
And days off.
I am a narcissist. Wow.
You heard it here, folks. He really, truly is a narcissist, and he finally admitted it. Like, finally, 08 since I've known you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
05 since I've been officially an entertainer.
Mhm.
That's fantastic. No, I'm a masochist. A narcissistic masochist. Screw it. I was going to go down and just call a couple scrimmages for the for River City. Well, I'm screwed up now from that narcissist crack. For River City's seasons beatings, like we did last year. Found out that I was the only person, and they needed somebody for the scrimmage right before mine. So I'm going to be there 7:30 in the morning on the Bright. Cheers. But honestly, it's going to be a lot of fun. Something this guy doesn't even know. We had made a comment before on I think it was the previous full episode, that there are several leagues that are looking for announcers, and that we want to help cultivate teams and train and support as much as we can so they can grow their own brands and grow with the leagues. I have somebody taking us up on it. I just found this out today. I haven't had a chance to tell you. There's a guy who's going to be joining me at seasons meetings, at least sitting shotgun, just seeing if he wants to do it. But I'm hoping it turns out well, because I'll be able to get a new lead announcer for River City and start growing their announcing core for a team that we do love, with players that are good friends of
We
ours.
also had someone get information at the after party at SMRDer Mystery,
That's
too.
true.
So we're growing. We're
Yes.
growing. Hopefully get like a little stable of announcers.
Yeah.
That was really kind of cool, right?
It was kind of awesome.
Yeah.
That literally just hit us right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's it for my news, at least. One thing, I don't think we actually mentioned this on SMRDer Mystery, because we've talked about injury reports in the past, and we keep talking about Blaze and how she's doing.
Yes.
She skated.
She skated.
Every
scary,
one of them?
Scary moment. I don't know about every one of them. No, I think she took one of them off.
Right.
Scary moment in the first one she did skate. Someone fell on her bionic
Yes.
ankle, shin, 17 screws, and she had to take some time off. And we're like, oh no, please no. Of course, she's back up.
Yeah.
She's a toughie.
And speaking of toughies, thankfully, Carbon Kelly getting up from a couple fairly scary moments, but it happens. It's sports, people.
It's Derby.
Yes. That's it for me. Do you have anything else that we want to go over before we...
I think that would be it as well.
Cool. Well then, you've seen the sign on the side of the road that says you're exiting Derbyland. I'm KB.
New Jersey night.
Good night, and thank you.